Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Love Messages tarot reading. Before you are 5 different hearts, and each one of those hearts is going to bring forth a very different message. I'm actually recording the intro after I've done all the heart readings, so I will tell you each and every one is a very different message. So look at those hearts and see which one is truly calling to you, and it's for advice, what you need in regards to love and romance, your relationship at this time. One of those hearts holds a very special message for you to bring you guidance and clarity that you need. And also with this reading, I am doing a giveaway. It is at the very end of this video. So after you watch your love message, if you are interested in the giveaway, go ahead and click on the timestamp for that. But otherwise, I will start the video off with that first heart. If you are drawn in to the other hearts, go ahead and click the timestamp below this video. Hello, so let's get right in for this first heart. We're going to pull a card for the overall message that's going to come through. Okay, so we have the Magician. Yay! Love alchemy, making magic when it comes to love and connection. Now, again, this could be in any sort of situation where there's love connected between you and another person, whether it's just friendship, it's romance, or it's family. But this is some magic, some love alchemy that's taking place. So that means there's a shifting. Those of you that are in relationships and you feel like, maybe things are getting a little stale, stagnant, this right here is letting you know that you have the power to change those energies within your current relationship, okay? Those of you who are single, this is all about working your inner magic, and your inner magic is your confidence and your belief and the way that you carry yourself and the way you present yourself, and what you believe is true for yourself. Because if you believe that you are worthy and you are a good catch, then you are worthy and you are a good catch in other people's eyes. It's all about the energy that you exude to others and everyone around you. But this is a very powerful, positive card to start out this reading, okay? There's some love alchemy happening here. There's some magic taking place in regards to love and romance. All right, let's pull some more cards. We have sacred moments and enchanting kiss. This is beautiful. This is you and the other person that you're thinking about, or this is you and then the other person you're thinking about. You could be on either side of this reading, but this is beautiful. To me, this feels more like a new romance, kind of, or that you working that inner alchemy to restore an existing connection that maybe, is a little bit stale or not as fun and as exciting, or you don't feel as connected and bonded, you're not feeling the passion like you used to. All of that can be turned around 100%. It's all about what's going on inside of you. And those of you that are in a new relationship, or, if you're completely single and you're asking your spirit guides about your next relationship, oh my goodness. When this comes in for you, it's magic and it's very equal. The times you spend together seem so sacred and so special and unlike anything else. It's like, when a woman becomes pregnant for the first time, even though, billions of women have had babies on this planet throughout our history of humankind, every woman, the first time she gets pregnant, she's like, oh my God, I'm the first pregnant woman in the whole world. That feeling of like, oh, it's just me. It's so magical and it's all brand new. That's what I see here. It's just that excitement where you feel like nobody else in the world could possibly feel what you guys feel for each other. Like it's just an impossibility because you're so wrapped up and caught up in the moment and the magic of things, okay? So those of you in new relationships, it's going to be very special. And I see a longevity here. And those of you asking about your next relationship, it looks to be quite special. So let's pull some tarot and to gain some more insight. Okay, well, they were trying to jump out. How many do we have? Exactly how many we need. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, and this right here, for those of you in those existing relationships, it's like it's time to get out of the rut. There is still so much magic and passion and enchantment that is yet to be experienced between you and your partner. Now we have the Emperor, and that could be an Aries energy. Next we have the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and Strength. All right, we also have a potential Leo energy coming through right there. With the major arcanas, major arcanas out, with the tarot out, you have two major arcanas coming through. And then you have the Three and Four of Cups. So there is a lot of emotional energy that's being experienced for you. But seriously, those of you that feel like things are just not like they used to be, which is the epitome of this card here, all of that can truly change. And like that spark, that magic, that passion, that heat, that fire can absolutely return. But it's all about what's going on inside of you. And you don't have to worry about what's going on inside of your partner, because as you change, as your vibration and energy changes and what you're projecting outwardly, that is going to facilitate a change in how your partner is responding to you. It's very natural. And the Six of Pentacles, it's like equal give and receive, but also it's like, you know, there's no better time than now. And, you know, if things are getting a bit stale, you can change all of that. And maybe some of you have been questioning a certain relationship, and that's why you were drawn to this first heart. And Spirit's like, look, you can turn this around, and then we have that passion reignited in a very strong, heavy way. Okay, now those of you in a newer connection or this relationship is about to show up, because some of you have been single for quite some time and you're bored, you're tired of it. And man, when this comes in, it is hot, it is on fire, it's a lot of passion. I'm not picking up on a lot of like lovey-dovey type of energies just with what's come out. It's not to say it's devoid of emotion, because there is emotional energy, but this to me is more of those like the beginning of something when it's all fresh and brand new and exciting, and you're just stomach full of butterflies, and the thought of them could just send chills through your body, and it's just that, that's what's going on here. So you just met somebody, it's very equal, you both are in this energy together. Okay, and those of you asking about your next relationship, it looks good. It really does. It's, you know, after a bunch of waste of your time, loneliness, boredom, you know, through the Four of Cups, here comes this powerful, exciting, passionate energy into your world. And again, I'm not picking up on a lot of emotions yet because of the newness of it, but it's magical for sure. All right, let's pull some more cards. The Runner, and this says, runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego, and that's coming out under this Four of Cups. So that's, you know, speaks to a couple things. Those of you in existing connections, I don't feel like now is so much the time to like check out. I really feel that you can like bring this relationship back to life and feel that magic and passion once again. And, you know, those of you who are in a new connection, I do see a lot of fear around it just because everything is so hot and intense. And then, you know, those of you that are single, this is just talking about like all that, you know, waste of your time that you've been experiencing. Under the Emperor, we have the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change mind. There you go. Yes, existing connections. It's all about the inner magic. It truly is. It's like your relationship is not over. There is so much more that could be experienced and had out of it. It's just what you believe and what you choose to do with it. And, you know, singles, that speaks for itself. Like there's a relationship coming in and it's fire, man, because we got the Phoenix and we got the Emperor. That's fire energy. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Next is the camera under the Three of Cups. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. And last, under strength, we have self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-application. So, you know, those of you that you've just been through quite a bit and this new relationship is showing up and it's making you a little bit nervous, a little bit fearful, just because of the intensity of it. I do feel like there's longevity to this because we have sacred moments and then we have enchanting kiss and then making memories down here. So sometimes you've just got to give something a chance to develop, to grow roots, and not worry that, you know, oh, this is just, you know, very sexual or anything like that, because I do feel the heat coming from this connection, and it's intense. It is going to develop into much more than that. It's just like there's so much magical energy around it, the way it feels, the way you're experiencing it, the way the other person involved is feeling and experiencing it, and it's very equal. This reading is 100% equal in both people. It's not where one person doesn't feel and is just, you know, getting what they can get out of the connection. It's very equal. It's very mutual. Both parties wanting to be in this connection, both feeling very happy. However, there could be a little bit of fear around it. Okay, just because of what we've been through in the past, or just the intensity. And then those of you in existing connections, I'm telling you, just ask your spirit guides to help you rekindle the passion, the fire, the connection, because it's there and it wants to come back to life in a very big, strong way. So those are your messages for this first heart. If you're interested in the giveaway, go ahead to the end of the video and watch the information on that now. I am wishing you guys all the very best. Take care. Hello, heart number 2. Let's go ahead and pull a card to get the overall energy for the message that's going to come in for you guys regarding love. Ooh, you guys got the Sun. Time of happiness, healings, blessings to love, understanding. Oh, this is like one of the best, if not the best, major arcanas right here. And that is what is blanketing this whole message that's going to come through, is the Sun energy. So truths coming to light, renewal, being healed, finally understanding, clarity, happiness coming in. Very, very strong. So let's pull 2 cards, and okay, well, this is a bonus. This is definitely a bonus. So, ooh, mutual spiritual awakening. And twin flame love. Wow. Yeah, I guess we kind of saw that right there. I was noticing those 2 little sunflowers down there. So this right here is definitely where 2 people are on the same page, okay? And if you are single and you're asking about your next romance, this is talking about the one that you are meant to be with, where you both are equal, okay? Now, there can be an element of a separation or reconnection with this particular reading, this second heart, okay? Because we have mutual spiritual awakening, and then we have twin flame love mirroring it. So to me, that's saying where we meet and we're not very awakened and aware of ourself, of our, you know, spirituality, of our emotions, all of those different things when we first come together. And then, you know, through time, either, you know, as you guys move through time together, or you guys have a point where you break off and experience your own journeys for a while, there's a lot of spiritual awakening and development that is taking place. And look at that, a little chime came through just as I said that. A lot of spiritual growth taking place, which is ultimately restructuring you guys, both of you guys, leading you both into like a higher level of emotional maturity and consciousness awareness of self, of others, of place in the universe, of the divinity, the sacredness of all things. It's loving from the soul rather from the ego. It's connection out of just the natural state rather than connection out of need, want, or desire. So that's what I see coming through. And the fact that the sun is the card that leads the reading, this is more like you and this person are now awakening to this. So if you are in a committed relationship and you were drawn to this heart, I see a big expansion and elevation to your love and your understanding and connection with each other in a way that you might not even really imagine. All right. Others of you, this could be where, you are separated from your twin flame at this time. And this is just spirit talking about, like, this is the work that's taking place while you guys are in separation. But all things, are very natural. What's meant to be will always find its way. And when you both have evolved, appropriately in a spiritual sense and an emotional sense on your personal journeys, you will naturally come back together and the sun will heal all of things. Okay. And those of you single where you're not thinking about anybody, really ask spirit what it is that you need to work on and develop and grow at a soul level to help you better align to the one that you belong with, okay? Because if you're not with that person yet, it's because there's still work on your personal path, on your journey that you have to go through before you evolve into that space to align with this person, all right? So let's see what jumped out. We have independence. Okay, so many of you in separation, this is a lessons card. So we got soul, we've got journey, and now we've got lessons down here. And what's the lesson? Independence, becoming very strong, able and capable within ourselves, being able to stand on our own 2 feet. And it's not just in the physical sense, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So those of you who are separated from somebody, there is purpose in that. It's because you both are really maturing emotionally and at the soul level. Those of you who have not aligned to this person yet, it's because you're working on this right here. Spirit's trying to make you very strong and solid within self. And it takes time to really understand the things that we do that self-sabotage, our codependency nature in certain ways. It's not just like somebody's codependent. They could be a very strong person on their own, independent, but there may be a sense of emotional neediness about them, okay? And I'm not saying that you're emotional needy at all. I'm just trying to give you an example. So those of you that have not aligned yet, you're working on something to make you the best version of yourself for when you do align to this person, all right? Those of you in separation. Now, those of you in committed relationships, I don't like I said, you guys are going to a whole new level, and that's just really about the less I'm going to speak on that because you guys, it's good. But those who are in separation or have yet to align, I feel is what this message is more about, to help you understand that process and what's going on and why things are the way that they are. So let's pull some tarot. The Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, High Priestess, and this is the Book of Destiny in her lap. What's meant to be will be. And the Hermit. Okay, so as far as people, we have potential Gemini, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right here with this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, potential Pisces, potential Virgo, okay, just with the, court cards and the major arcana that has come out. So, yeah. Oh, and there's the chime again. Wow. Okay, so I'm really feeling like this is you have not met this person yet, or you are in separation more than a couple who is currently together at this time. All right, so I'll just leave it there for the couples, and it's for you who are in commitment. You are, there is this beautiful process of a spiritual awakening that you guys are embarking on. And, I see it in the high priestess, and it takes you kind of out of a slump or a funk. Okay. So the message for you is like things are going to improve and get much better and become far more spiritual than they have in the past. All right. And now, for those of you in separation, or who haven't even met this person yet, it goes back to this soul work right here with the high priestess. There's a lot of things that you don't understand, or they don't understand, and you've got to come into that understanding, and that only takes place by living life, going through different experiences. And with the two different queens out, those of you in separation, that definitely speaks to like third party energy. All right. But I feel, who's ever in the third party at this time, there's not a lot of happiness there. There's not a whole lot of compatibility there. And here it's like things are being very much withheld. So those of you in separation, things being withheld from you, being kept secret from you, and that would come into the place of like the emotion, the sadness of being disconnected from you, like it's not expressed and you would never guess it or know it based off of that person's actions. Okay, but it's there, it's just very hidden right now. And these are two quite spiritual cards, the high priestess and the hermit. So that's the couple to me, you and the other person, and we're having a mutual spiritual awakening. And it's through the separation. Things have to be figured out and sorted out. Now those of you who are completely single and have not met this person yet, I do feel like you have a couple of people in your life around you, and you don't you like them or whatever, but I don't feel those are not the people, and that's why you're not really connecting to them and bonding with them super strong. This person is on the horizon, and I feel these other smaller relationships are more to help with this spiritual and emotional development that you're working through that leads you to that twin flame love. All right. This Queen of Wands in this deck, this is somebody who will cut their nose off to spite their face. Okay, that's how I know that there's a lot of emotions that are being hidden and not discussed and not talked about and not brought up, within this connection, or I should say this separation. And that could go both ways. All right, it truly can. Like you could really be hiding your true feelings, and they're really hiding their true feelings. And I say that because the hermit, that is withholding. The high priestess, that is the secret, the mystery, the unknown. And then here's two people right here, and they're both equally holding back and hiding. And there's a big sense of dissatisfaction in that energy. But the separation, again, is about soul growth and evolution, and it is happening for both of you, okay? Coming out as these major arcanas, and then we have two court cards. The only minor is this Eight of Pentacles, and that's all about learning and growing. So let's pull, and I'm going to pull a few heart and soul messages since I do see the separation going on. And then, of course, those of you who haven't met this twin flame love yet. So the Sword and the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation. And that's what I feel. There's several things mentioned here, but that's what this is for you guys, because it's about that soul growth and evolution, not just for you, but for the other person involved. Under this Queen of Swords, we have the Coffin. Endings brings new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So there is that separated energy, or the fact that you have not met this person yet. And now we have addiction, codependent, oppressive, possessive, controlling, has a block, restraint, and that's under this Queen of Wands. And that makes a lot of sense. This is just talking about the issues that have to be overcome within one or both of you in order for you to evolve to the point to come together and experience this twin flame love. Under the High Priestess, we have Coffee Cup, meeting and conversation, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. So that can mean several different things. You and the one you're separated from, you know, we do have a Mercury retrograde coming up as I'm recording this in February 2020. So you guys could definitely cross paths to have a conversation, and a lot that has been mysterious can maybe finally be revealed because we do have clarity over here. And, you know, also those of you in separation, really don't just hang out in the house and be a hermit and disconnected from everybody. I know when you're hurting and you're sad, like that's just the natural thing like that we tend to want to do. But you need to be around people. You need to be out having fun. You need to be living your life, and you need to trust the universe that all things that are meant to be will be right here after the work is done. And you both are working on soul evolution right now. And now we have Heart with Key, and this says welcoming love, meeting the one. There you go, singles. Meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together. Perfect. See? Right there. It's just all about what you're working on at a soul level and an emotional level. And if there's confusion, ask Spirit to show you, to guide you better. You know, what do I need to focus on? What do I need to heal? What do I need to change? What do I need to evolve about myself to help get me to my twin flame, the one I belong with, whether you are in separation or if you have yet to meet them. All right, let's pull some cards now, some heart and soul messages. And I'm only pulling these in the messages where I feel there is separation or potentially you have not met the person. Okay, so we have a soul message coming out. It says, despite our bond, I know we are meant to be apart right now. So that's pretty appropriate for this whole message, right? Next out is a spirit guide, and it says, you both need a lot of healing, and I'm helping with that. So all is well. And lastly, we have a heart message, and it says, I love you, but I need space right now. I'm no good for you in this frame of mind. Wow. You know, and there are 80 different cards with all kinds of different messages, you know, and the fact that these three came out, just reiterating the separation and what we picked up on through this whole message. There you guys go. All is well. You both are working on evolution and emotional maturity, whether we're in separation or you just haven't met that twin flame yet. Okay, it's there. It's part of your experience. It's just you're doing some different work right now, and so are they. And that's why you guys have not come together yet. So those are your messages. I am wishing you all the best. If you are interested in the giveaway, go ahead to the timestamp for that now. Take care. Hello, heart number 3. Let's get your reading started and pull a card for, overall energy for the question at hand. And let's see, what do we have here? We have a temperance and we have a strength coming through. So Sagittarius and Leo, highly focused in this reading, whether you are one or you are asking about one. Doesn't have to be that, just saying strong focus of that. Anyways, this coming through, this to me is more like it's going to take a lot of internal strength, emotional strength, and mental strength to really balance out a situation, a relationship, or the emotions that are swirling around inside of you regarding a relationship. So let's pull some more cards. Crazy chemistry. And forever changed. Okay, so this is the epitome of it's complicated. 100%. Yeah, and the next card out would actually be past life lessons. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop that out because I feel like that creates the trinity here. This is heart number 3, so crazy chemistry, forever changed. And why is this so intense for us? Because we are connected by past life energy. So This relationship, like I said, is the epitome of it's complicated. This is where when it is like on, it is on. When it is crazy and we're fighting, it's like out of control. Okay, that's the like it's like the extremes going on within this connection, and that's a lot of people. When that happens, it's because of that crazy chemistry where. It's almost, I don't want to say you're addicted to the person, but that could be a way to look at it for some situations. But when we see forever changed over here, that's typically a very positive card. It's a soul card, and it's the duality, the yin, the yang, okay? And that goes back to the balance of temperance. So it's like for you and this other person, there's nobody else in the world like you or like them. And your connection and your chemistry is like out of this world. However, what makes you incompatible with each other, the friction of that is just as intense as the things that do make you guys compatible. And again, the reason for this is there is past life energy. You guys are still working on some lessons that you were working on last lifetime. And, it's definitely with each other. So, and that intensity is what keeps you together because you want to fulfill this lesson, this contract that you came here for. And this isn't about romance and love and all of that. That's humanized perception of love. This is about the growth and evolution of your soul, which is being experienced through this romantic connection. Therefore, the bond is highly intense because you have a lot to learn. And if that bond wasn't there, you guys would break away from each other because of that intensity and friction. And that intensity and friction is where the lesson lies. So let's pull some more cards. Wow, you guys got Temperance coming out again. First card out. Yeah, a huge need of balance. You guys have the Sun, and there it is. There is your beautiful connection and bond that is like nearly impossible to walk away from. Next out is the Ace of Pentacles. There it is again. It just that the Trinity. You see the 3 candles there? This is like the heart, mind, and soul right there. Man. Next out is Justice. There is that past life energy. And last out is the 4 of Swords. So here's that chemistry. Whew. Okay, so you've got to figure out what it is that you are trying to learn and evolve from by this connection. And as you start focusing there, your energy, the way you are, things about you is just going to naturally change, which will naturally create a new response from the other person in this connection. And just because we have this card here, some of you may be separated from this person because this is really about fantasizing and desiring and, through those sexual thoughts, things that come with that when you are all by yourself, if you're picking up what I'm laying down, okay? Big time right there. So some of you may be separated at this time, and this to me is like a relationship that's back and forth, and it's because you guys are really in the struggle to find that middle ground, to find that balance, because again, when it's good, it's heaven. When it's bad, it's hell. Like, it's the extremes on both sides. And that's why you can't let it go, that bond, but also that past life energy, what you guys are working on. So let's pull some clarifiers here. The Golden Mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. And you know, for this reading, this the golden mirror, this temperance, this is like talking about the reflection of, like, they are your mirror, you are their mirror, but the behaviors and things I feel are different from each of you. There may be one person in this relationship who is very selfish and me. Okay, that could be a big part of the friction. And that's where the balance really needs to take place. Next is the butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. And that's beautiful coming out under the sun. That's talking about the remedy to this. It's all about that soul evolution and really working out these past life lessons that you guys are, you know, still in a cycle of this lifetime. And once that is obtained and achieved, you guys transform into that beautiful love that exists. But it's a balanced love. It's not those heavy extremes. Okay, it's not to say that passion and the chemistry and all of that isn't still in existence, but it's more tempered. And we have, oh, look at that, twin flames right under this Ace of Pentacles. Yin Yang, we got the Yin Yang there. Zen, balance, balance twice. Duality, coupling, complement each other. So this, to me, you know, there you go, the twin flame energy. You both are just in that phase of growth and life lesson right now, and that's a big battle and struggle to deal with. And now we have the axe, and this says breakup, separation, stop the patterns, silent treatment, abandonment. That's under justice. So those of you in separation, it's like the separation is for you both to gain a new perspective and break the patterns of behavior, break the cycle that you guys are stuck in, learn this life lesson that's, you know, from last lifetime, so that you guys can axe that and move on and evolve. Right here, how it says evolve to the next level. So those of you in separation, it's so that you both can really temper your minds, your emotions, and dig deeper spiritually about, you know, what this is all about. It's beyond that, you know, romanticized love connection of the twin flame. You have that connection in your life as a tool to grow you and evolve you spiritually. And, you know, there's nobody else in this world that is ever going to teach you and grow you, stretch you, expand you, break you like this person here. And same goes for them when it comes to you. And now look at that. We've got the golden mirror and the mirror, starting and ending. There you go. So this says mirroring each other, self-image, relationship, reflect our wounds, introspection. And that to me is just that confirmation that you guys are mirroring each other 100%. However, your behaviors manifest in different ways, and that's why the mirrors are different, but it's the same energy, and it's the same energy because you're working on a past life lesson. All right, since you guys are in separation, I am going to pull a couple of cards about, you know, some heart and soul divine messages, since some of you very well are in separation right now. We have ego. I haven't learned from our experiences. I will only hurt you again. I mean, that speaks volumes after this whole message. There's a lot of evolution that still needs to take place in one person here. We have a heart message. I write messages to you. I just can't seem to send them. So a lot of fear, not wanting to repeat the cycle. And now we have a soul message. We have known each other before in a lifetime apart from this one. Imagine that being a message, huh? So there you go. This feels more of like a confirmation for somebody out there that you, twin flame, we're working on past life energy. Somebody is struggling to like evolve and expand beyond things, you know, but what's meant to be is meant to be. And I do see with, you know, a relationship evolving into the next phase with the sun, that you both will get there. It just might not be in the time frame in which you were hoping for, but through the separation, you know, you both feel and miss each other equally. And there's a lot of fantasy and a lot of thinking about, a lot of reminiscing and a lot of remembering that goes on. So with this reading, I would ask your spiritual team what it is that you need to work on to evolve into better, and just send love to this other person because it's like they're struggling to evolve and obtain the lesson that they're here to learn. All right. So those are the messages with the third heart. I am wishing you all the best. And if you're interested in that giveaway, go ahead and watch that now. Take care. Hello there. All right, let's see what heart number 4 has to say, which messages it's going to bring for us. I'm going to start by pulling a card for overall energy for the message. We have the sun coming out. Very nice. This is positive. This is a time of happiness. There's healing coming in, blessings to love and romance. So we like to see that. Let's pull some more cards and dig a bit deeper. True self. And ego consciousness. Okay, so this particular reading, what I feel here is there is definitely some truth coming to light for you, or well, yeah, because you're the one watching this reading. So there's some truth coming to light for you about whoever it is that you're asking about, whether you are in a relationship with them right now or you are separated from them. There is some truth that's finally going to come to light, because what I'm seeing in this reading is, on one side, somebody is very authentic and genuine, and on the other side, somebody's very ego-based, and that's where they operate from. That's where they make their choices from. And ego consciousness, you know, is very devoid of empathy and compassion and kindness. It's what's best for me, what's going to benefit me type of energy. And then over here with the true self, it's like there's this authenticity and genuineness and a lot of emotion, but there may be a lot of fear of expression of that because of this energy, like a rejection, you know. And what we see here is over on this side is a lessons card. So the person who is being authentic, they're learning a deep lesson, a life lesson, by being in a connection with this person. And the truth is about to come to light. The sun is very positive. So this truth, I feel, regardless of if it's received as positive or a negative truth, it's very freeing, it's healing, and that thus pushes you into a period of happiness. Because, you know, sometimes when you're really hung up on somebody and, you know, it hurts and you miss them and you just don't understand, and you finally get the clarity about why it didn't work or who they truly are, you're freed. You're like, ooh, okay, I'm good. I'm not saying that's what's happening here specifically. Could be. We're going to pull more cards, but that's just like what I see. Whether the truth is received as a negative or a positive, it's exactly what's needed right now for healing and for happiness to come in. So let's pull some tarot. So we have the Knave of Wands, the King of Cups, the Death card, the Hierophant, and the Knave, or the Knight of Swords. And I just want you to notice the energy of what's depicted on all of these images, except for this middle card. Like, here's this, in this, it's like this man is enchanted with this woman. I just want to take you for what I want. Here it's like this woman, and I'm not, you could be male or female, I'm just talking about the pictures. Here this woman is depicted at the king's feet. Here it's like there's two women at the feet of the Hierophant, okay? And here is again, you know, she's at her feet and he is in control. So whether you are male or female, the message I get with that is that narcissistic energy here with the ego consciousness, where one person in this connection is all about themselves and what's good for them, regardless of what this other person in the connection is feeling and going through. And there may be like some third party influences going on as well, just because of that image we have there. But here at the center, this is the death card. So something is coming to an end, and this could be that this relationship has already ended and now you're seeking that clarity and the truth is coming into light for you, and you're going to understand spiritually, and you're going to see this all for what it is and allow you to let go and move on and move forward. Okay, just because that's there. And the energy is very imbalanced here. Like one person again is me, where on the other side it's very authentic and true. Now also with this death card, some of you, it could be that as you are coming into these different understandings, you're going to decide to separate yourself from this person. And, you know, every one of you knows I want to always give a very beautiful and positive message. But this one, heart number 4, to me is really like a relationship that needs to end or get out of your life because it is so imbalanced. One person being incredibly authentic and true, where the other person is me. The other person who's me is just on their journey. The one who's authentic is here learning a lesson through this relationship. Okay, and based on what I see here, it's a lesson of worth and value. And you know, despite emotional connection and bond, there are boundaries and limits, you know, and I don't see this particular person honoring and appreciating this person very much at all whatsoever. It's more like what's good for me when I want it, and you are at my feet, you are at my beck and call is what I see. So as far as people go, we have the Knave of Wands, so that's some fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have strong water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and we do have some air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That could be a Taurus or a Scorpio as far as people go. So let's pull some more cards. So we have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. The golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing, kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. And that's under the death card, like that's coming to an end with this. Oh my gosh. And as I say that, that's coming to an end. Coffin, endings, bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. And lastly is the clock. Need time, it takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. All right, so the clarifiers pretty much just are reiterating everything I've already said. Is there's like this truth coming to light, and whether the truth is negative or positive, it's very freeing, and it's the facilitator of healing coming into this person, because again, this person is learning a lesson through this connection. And now you know, the time has come where that the loving energy I feel that is felt by this person, that is now coming to an end through this coffin, with the spiritual enlightenment and understanding that's coming to this person through this sun energy. And the time has come where this person is no longer going to take advantage of this person, use this person, lie to this person. Okay, it's time for that to end, because this person has truly gained the experience for the lesson, and now it's time for the truth to come in so they can evolve into that understanding. And once in that space, they won't want anything to do with this energy or this person anymore, because they'll have a better sense of their worth and their value, and how much they're truly not being honored and appreciated or even loved by this other person. And here it is, the golden mirror, and this sits right under this King of Cups, where he has this woman at his feet. Okay, and it says self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and then love bombing. So when this person wants something, then it's, oh, I miss you, you're so amazing, you're this, you're that, all these things. And then once they get what they want, poof, gone, can't be heard of, heard from, can't be bothered, and always has a ton of excuses as to why that's the case. And it's time for all of that to end and the truth to come to light so this person can truly be free, because they've learned their lesson that they were meant to obtain from this connection, and now it's time for this person to move on. So those are the messages for heart number 4. Again, I'm sorry that it's not all exciting and happy and love, but I just bring the truth of what the cards say, and that's the message of this. It's like it's time to let go and move on. So those are the messages. If you are interested in the giveaway that I'm doing with this video, go ahead and click the timestamp for that now. Otherwise, I am wishing you guys all the very best. Take care. Hello there, heart number 5. Let's pull a card for overall energy for your love message and see what comes through. They've all been pretty positive so far, except for number 4. Number 4 was a little hard. Okay, whoa. All right, so you guys, well, that's like half the deck there, because these are just the major arcanas in this particular deck. So I feel like we should pull 3. That's why they all flew out, but we've got to just make sure get them. Okay, oh, look, there's 3. There's our 3. All right, so we have Temperance. We have the Devil. And the Chariot, or I'm sorry, Charity. All right. So as far as people goes, we could have a Sagittarius or Capricorn coming through, but with that Temperance, there's definitely some need for some balance, okay? Big time. And this might have to do with like obsession, like deep passion, sexual feelings, just being very involved. Like we need some balance to some energy in the connection that you are asking about, because this right here, Charity, is all about like mature love, unconditional love. And let's pull some more cards, because that's a very interesting pair up where we need to, okay, you know what? I feel like this might be very similar to heart number 3's reading, actually, where there's this intense connection. There's a lot of passion, a lot of energy flowing through this relationship, and like Spirit's bringing the messages to your attention now, because this is a true love, unconditional type of connection. However, the friction and the struggle or the challenge that you may face within this connection might be getting to a point where you want to throw your hands, or you're truly questioning compatibility, when at the end of the day, it's just you guys need to learn how to better balance your energies, or learn how to overcome this struggle of the devil. So let's pull some more cards. My goodness, your guys' cards are just jumping out. Okay. How many do we have here? All right. So we have emotional baggage, awakening emotions, intimate conversation, support and encouragement, past life lessons. I'm sorry, I hit the camera. Loyalty, inescapable connection, heartfelt message or gesture, personal life path journey, and abandonment. Okay, so that's why Spirit did that. All right. So what the problem is here, that friction, that devil energy, has to do with past life lessons that you both are working on, okay? And we have this emotional baggage. So the friction, the problem here isn't so much about the two of you. It's about, you know, emotional baggage that exists outside of this connection, that was created outside of this connection through like childhood or other romantic connections. And you two like are, you know, in this dance right now because there's past life lessons that in your past life you guys abandoned, you walked away from. So it's almost like you're in the same scene together right now as you were in your past lifetime, where here's this beautiful, wonderful connection. However, the incompatibility or the challenge may have you guys like, we're going to throw our hands, like this just isn't, you know, like that's where you're at. but that's exactly what you did in your past life. And you guys were not able to fulfill this, to learn this, to fulfill this contract. You walked away from it. And that's why it's present in this life. And in order for you guys to move beyond this, like, you have to figure out, what is this incompatibility? What is it about? Why is it here? And, one or both of you could have this emotional baggage, because look at here, we have the emotional baggage with the personal life journey. So this to me is talking about this emotional baggage being obtained before this connection comes together. However, it's like you get punished by this emotional baggage, or you punish your partner by this emotional baggage, even though it has nothing to do with this connection. All right, because this connection is inescapable. It's loving, it's supporting, it's encouraging. You guys have beautiful conversations, very intimate conversations with each other, and there is some awakening emotions. One of you may have really been through hell this life and just dead inside, but upon this union, it brings one of you back to life, literally, in an emotional sense, and it's through the love and the loyalty. I don't see cheating here. Okay, if anything, there's a big time fear of vulnerability and also punishment of emotional baggage that has nothing to do with this connection. And that is the lesson that you guys are working on, is being that love and support through each other unconditionally. Unconditional love right there. This is like through thick and thin, till death do us part. That type of energy. And last lifetime, you guys walked away. You walked away, you threw your hands, you didn't complete your journey, you didn't complete the life lessons that you were meant to achieve through your relationship with each other. And now here you are again. And, we've got support and encouragement under heartfelt message and gesture. We have intimate conversation. We have loyalty. So whatever it is, the struggle here, I don't feel like this relationship, we all have free will, right? But if you don't work it out this lifetime, it's like you'll just go through this again next lifetime. These are life lessons that you are intending to learn. So let's pull some tarot. Oh man, like the cards are just like jumping out of my hands for this fifth read. So we have the Tower, Four of Wands, High Priestess, the Book of Destiny right in her lap, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so up here we have some Sagittarius energy and some Capricorn energy. Down here some Pisces energy, and then also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with that Queen of Cups. But yeah, here it is. This emotional baggage, like this could even be where somebody was touched very inappropriately as a child, or even like in adult life, I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I'm getting at, because of this Tower and this personal life journey and this emotional baggage. So there definitely could have been some sexual abuse at some point in one of your histories or both of your histories. And that's a big thing that needs to be overcome. So with that said, it's like when somebody pushes away, or just when somebody's going through something emotionally and they haven't fully healed themselves, they can act out in a variety of ways, like, pushing away, refusing to be vulnerable, to be open, just being a jerk for no reason at times. And it's because of that emotional energy, that trauma is still very much a part of them. And it doesn't just have to be sexually based. It could be, there's a lot of different ways people suffer abuse throughout their lifetime. And that's just what I see here, is like somebody really, really, really has been through it at big time. And that's what the problem is. That's what prevents like a closeness, vulnerability at times. And your spiritual team wants you guys to know that you can overcome this. Like, you're meant to overcome this lifetime. And this connection really brings somebody back to life after a lot of heavy, hard stuff. And it's just beautiful. The bond between you and this person is beautiful. It is unconditional. I'm like, fight for this love. Don't give up on this love. Talk to your spiritual team. Ask, you know, what do I need to do? What do I need to understand? What do I need to evolve into? Because the bond at the soul and the heart between you and this person, oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. It's the purest thing. Like, it is the purest thing. Like, the inner children of both of you just embraced. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just got chills. Okay, let's pull. See, look at that. Like, I swear, the cards are just jumping out. Every deck I picked up for you guys. Every deck. So, camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. And that's so perfect under this Four of Wands. Mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. There you go. And that's under this High Priestess, the destiny, the life lessons. Next out is the Runner. And so that's probably what the problem is here, is the person who's really screwed up and emotionally because of what they've been through. They have a tendency to run or to just completely shut down when things get hard. This says Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Yeah, somebody in this connection has really been through a ton. Next out is Cupid's arrow, and this is have faith, love is coming, surprise, intuitive, meeting, hesitation. So the only problem that exists in this relationship, and I was going to put these cards up there, so we'll just go ahead and pull some heart and soul messages since this reading took over on its own. But yeah, there is so much love here, and you guys are a mirror of each other. And I feel like the main problem is somebody just like detaches, lets go, runs away, shuts down. And the reason for that is because of what they went through. And you know, you can only have so much empathy, right? So you might be at the point where, yeah, I understand you've been through all of this, but I can't take this anymore. I can't go through this anymore. Like, something's got to give here is kind of what I'm picking up on. And your spiritual team is like, you know, reach out to us, just clear your mind, and don't have any sort of expectation of what the answers are or what it is that you should be doing. Just become a complete empty vessel and let your spiritual team give you that guidance about this connection, because this is a true, real love connection. You guys have something so special, but one of you, it looks like, has just been through way too much in this lifetime, and this connection is really like what brings that person back to life. But it's a journey, because they have a lot of healing to work through with all the different traumas, and they're like gun shy, they're skittish, they're scared. It's hard to be open, it's hard to be vulnerable. All right, it's just because of what they went through here. So let's pull some heart and soul messages. Heart, I'm too afraid to admit the truth to you. So wow, look at that. And that's a message from somebody's heart. Next is a message from the spirit guide, and it says a shift in consciousness must happen in order for you to come to an understanding. Yeah, because this love is beautiful, but I feel like you're too taxed at this point. Like you just don't know what to do anymore, despite the beautiful bond and connection. And that's why your spirit guide is like, there needs to be a complete shift in consciousness that takes place. And that's where I said, clear your mind of any answer you think you should receive or guidance that you think should be. Just be a completely open, wide open vessel, and your team will come in and give you that guidance you need to help with this connection, because I really don't feel like you guys are meant to be apart. Like I feel like you guys are meant to be together, and you are what brings this person back to life based on what they've been through. It's like you are their saving grace. So those are the messages for this fifth heart. If you are interested in the giveaway, go ahead and click the timestamp for that. Otherwise, I am truly wishing you guys all the very best. Take care. Hello, everybody. So everything that you see here is going to be a part of the giveaway that I'm doing. All that you need to do is be a subscriber to me and leave a comment below this video that just says love. If you want to make a separate comment about the reading in the video, that's fine. Do that in a separate comment. But if you want to be entered into this giveaway, just leave a comment that says love. And I'm going to draw the winner on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I will respond to the winner's comment. I will pin the winner's comment below the video. I will also make an announcement on my community tab. So make sure that you check back this video on the 14th or my community tab to see if you are the winner. All right, so just leave love. Okay, everything you see here is going to be in the giveaway, and I'll just go through it really quickly so that you can see if this is something you really want. First of all, I will shuffle and draw a card from the Spirit Animals deck. I will actually send this card to you, and I'm going to write you a little divinated message from the card that I pull for you. So that will be the first thing in the giveaway. Now, the second thing is going to be the Love Oracle, the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle. I got you guys the pink and the black. I have the pink and the black. Now, these came in bigger boxes than my particular deck, so I don't know if they're bigger. I didn't see any differentiation about it, so it was kind of weird to me when they came in, you know, bigger size. But just see, here's the, you know, a look at the black ones. This is my particular deck. All of these are new. All right. Oh, and I do have to say that I did purchase everything here with my own money. None of this is sponsored or gifted to me. I'm not promoting it on any level. It's just I've worked with all of this that's here. I like it. It's, you know, February, the month of love. I'm doing a love giveaway. Anyways, so these are, you know, what the black ones look like, the black cards of the Island Wellness Love deck. And I've been using these a ton in my love readings. I absolutely love it. And then here is the pink deck. And they're the exact same cards, just, you know, different colors. And what I like about them is, for me, when I'm doing a reading, I can use one side to represent one person and use the other deck to represent the other person and see if any similar cards come out for mirroring purposes. So that's why I also got you the pink and the black, because I use both of them and I love it. All right, next out is this right here. This is a little spicy tarot deck, and I have the deck, obviously, and all of this is brand new. It's never been used, but I'm just going to show you mine. Okay, so we're not gonna show too many of these because they are super racy, and this is YouTube. So I'll just kind of keep it, but it's an interesting deck for sure. It comes with a little booklet, but it's more racy, I should say. It's a little mini racy deck. It's really good for like love readings, to see what the, you know, sexual compatibilities or somebody's true sexual intention. And it comes, you know, with a little book. It gives just a little bit of information. It's fashioned after the standard tarot. It is a tarot deck, an erotic tarot deck, it says. So there you go. That's a part of the giveaway. And then this is the last, well, I should say the last deck, but this is a deck. And what's interesting about this particular deck, and I used it in the love reads, it's right here. This is only major arcana plus 3 extra cards, but the book talks all about how to divinate love and the major arcanas and what they mean and the different combinations. So it's a really cool deck, the book, the purpose of the book mostly, but you know, it comes with the deck, and the deck is very pretty. It's nice to look at. It would go very well with my Lover's Tarot deck that I have. Sorry if you hear that noise. That's my cat climbing in a box behind us. Here's the actual Lover's card. So that is this. You get the major arcana plus 3 extra cards, and then the book that talks about all the different combinations of love. Next is this candle. It's a love candle. It's brand new. It smells very delicious. You burn it, and you set your intention for love out into the universe. Now, this right here is a book. and I'm not going to open it up and get into it. It's called Witchcraft, and it's by Eric Maple. I've read this book. There's a lot of interesting information about like Wiccan weddings and things like that. Oops, sorry, see, my kitty had to chime in. Wiccan weddings and things like that, but there is some nudity in this book, so that's why I'm not gonna flip through the pages. Once you get it, you can read it, but it's nonetheless incredibly interesting, this book here, and it's used, I believe it's like back from the 80s, and I don't think you'll ever read another book quite like this one. And then here we have some Shakespeare. And this is an older book, well, not super older, it's from like 2004, and it's just got some really good like poems and like love energy in there. So you will be getting that. You will also be getting a sculptured and polished rose quartz, and there's just two hearts combined into two. And I'm sorry, my kitty, he's like trying to chew on, you know, those bubble pops. All right, and lastly, this is the last thing, and this is actually one of my decks. Nobody else in the world has this. It is the Heart and Soul Divine Message cards. I have not put these on sale just yet. I will eventually, but you will be the first besides me to have this. And it comes with just a little booklet here to give you some information about how these cards work. And then, you know, it's a nice little fronter card, but there's soul cards, ego cards, heart cards, their tribe, your tribe, and spirit guide. And this is just to, you know, really help those of you who are having a troubled situation, whether it's romance, friend, family, to know what's going on inside the heart and soul of the other person. So that will also be included in this giveaway. So that is everything that comes with this giveaway. I do apologize for my kitty making all that noise behind me, but if you are interested in receiving this giveaway, just go ahead and leave a comment of the word love, because we are celebrating love, and I will draw the winner on the 14th of February.